Welcome to another Wired for Wellness live stream. Today, we have a really awesome guest with us who has been in the Wired for Wellness program, is going to share her story with us. But before we jump into that, for anybody who is just discovering us, maybe this is your first time seeing one of our live streams, we are a group of people who created a neural retraining program to help folks heal from chronic anxiety, depression, chronic illness, chronic pain, many types of self-sabotaging patterns, emotional patterns that people are struggling with, trauma, all of these things. And the beautiful thing is that all of those can be approached from the same tool set of rewiring the brain. So that is what we do with our clients. We also include functional medicine in our healing program because I'm a doctor and we can. So we give people everything we can to help them to get all the way to healing, no matter what their root causes are. We also have a practitioner training program called Applied Memory Reconsolidation, and Patty is our lead coach for that. She is our teaching genius of that program. And it's for people who want to learn how to use these brain rewiring tools and techniques that we use to get amazing results. And they want to use it with their clients and get their clients better results. Whether they are coaches, therapists, healthcare practitioners of some kind, everyone is welcome in there. And actually, people who are just aspiring coaches that want to jump careers and do something new, they're also welcome. So that is the other thing that we do and that we're really passionate about, because we want these tools to get out to the whole world. We want everybody to find access in some way, shape, or form. So the other thing I wanted to update you guys about is, if you haven't heard about it, we're doing basically a free trial of the Wired for Wellness program this week. We've had a lot of people request this over time, a lot of people who are like, it sounds amazing, but I really just want to see inside. I really just want to start in and make sure this feels like it's right for me. And we completely get that. We have wanted that ourselves in certain programs we were interested in and things like that. So we decided to offer that to you. So it's our first time. I don't know if we're going to do it again. We'll see how it goes. But for this week, this is open and available to you. So you can pull back the curtain without any risk financially and see what it really is, including all of the support features, of which there is a lot. You get access to everything during the free trial. You can even book a private session, which is amazing because we don't usually offer those to the public. So it's a great opportunity. If anybody is here and wants to give that a try, you can type trial into the chat and we will reach out to you with whatever contact info we have to get you started, to get you trying that out. One detail you should probably know is there is a $500 deposit required. It is refundable, the side you don't want to continue in the program. But that is one thing a lot of people should know before they contact us if you want to do the trial. So moving on, welcome, Kelly. Thank you so much for joining us today to share your story.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we're happy you joined us.
Yeah, me too.
And the program.
With you guys.
We just like hanging out with our clients like you. It's a pretty good time always.
Yeah.
So Patty, you want to kick it off and asking Kelly some questions?
Absolutely. So Kelly, what was going on with you? That sort of symptoms were you having? What were you experiencing that drew you to want to try Wired for Wellness? What was going on with you?
So about a year ago, exactly, I had increasing anxiety. Anxiety was no stranger to me, but I ended up having anxiety so bad that I had a panic attack while driving. So I had really stopped living my life to the fullest because I felt afraid to drive. I had tried other programs. Should I name the programs that I've tried?
You're welcome to. Yeah.
Sure.
So did you hear me say I had a panic attack while I was driving?
Yeah.
Yes.
We got that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So that was the point where I was like, I have to do something. I tried other programs. I tried Primal Trust, and that got me some relief, but I felt like it just wasn't the right fit exactly. So I was still sort of looking for something else to try. I dipped my toe a little bit into Gupta, but I felt like it was heavy meditation and I felt like I needed to take more action. And I did try DNRS as well. I joined the Facebook group, I think, because I was searching for answers. And that's how I found you guys. Did the free course and loved the feathering because I had experience with MAP as well. I was dabbling in everything because I was so desperate to get help. It was causing me such just, I don't know, I felt like a horrible mom, a horrible wife. I couldn't live my life the way that I needed to, let alone the way that I wanted to. It just wasn't, I felt incapable of doing what I needed to do. So I did the free course, then thought, this is something that I feel like brings it all together, kind of. And then when we had the call, Karen, I just knew that it was so much more support than the other programs, and that you guys were really committed to getting results. And that's really, I think that accountability piece really just changed it for me, just because I knew that I couldn't jump ship if I felt like, oh wait, this isn't working fast enough, or whatever it might be that popped up into my head. So really anyway, I'm jumping ahead, but I was in a really bad place when I joined.
Right. So yeah, it sounded like it was impacting pretty much every aspect of your life.
Yeah. And then I think I realized it wasn't just the driving. It was, okay, I'm so hot. I freak out when I'm hot. It was morphing into other things as well, too.
Right. Right. Yeah. Right. And you said also that anxiety you were no stranger to anxiety. So it sounds like it had been going on. It had been a presence in your life for quite some time.
For sure. Yeah. I have parents that have anxious tendencies and worry, and that was so generously passed down to me. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I gave the gift to my daughter as well. So sorry about you, but that's true, unfortunately. But I have the tools to help her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had anxiety that just got worse with each milestone. It got worse after I got married, and then it just got worse after the birth of each child. And it was just like, the older I get, the more anxious I'm becoming, and I don't want to be this person anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Completely understand that. Yeah. And we've been there too. That's what led us here, right? Eventually you reach a point where you're like, I can't do this anymore. Something's got to change.
For sure.
It sounds like you've been living with those symptoms a long time. You tried a lot of things to heal. I'm curious to know, like, what your typical day was like before you joined us and you got this tool set.
Yeah. From the moment I not even got out of bed, but like rolled over and realized it was time to wake up, the thoughts would start. Just, what do I have to do today? How am I going to get everything done today? And I would start to get worked up about anticipating whatever the day was holding in terms of my to-do list. And even like, I noticed it, even if I would wake up in the middle of the night to use the restroom, I was thinking about this stuff. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is not healthy. I cannot live the next part of my life, like the rest of my life, doing this. It was just crazy feeling. So I would get up, I would try to get my kids ready for school. I would then check in with my husband to see what his schedule was like, to see what I really had to do in terms of driving and getting them to activities and all of those sorts of things. I would research, like, okay, what can I do now? I'd try to meditate, try to do some sort of activity to calm down. I was taking a lot of supplements to feel okay, like just baseline. And they were the supplements that you would really be taking in the evening most of the time instead of in the morning, just to calm my nerves and get everything feeling somewhat normal. A lot of my day was just spent worrying and anticipating the next thing that I would have to come up against. When I did drive, I was super anxious about it. I had terrible feelings about it. I would rearrange appointments to see if my husband could take me and drop me off. It was awful. I felt like I didn't even know myself anymore because this wasn't who I really was prior to having this event happen. And I was just really scared and just sad about how my life was at that time. The thought of getting on an airplane terrified me. I was like, I'm never going to travel again. And yeah, it wasn't a good place at all.
Sounds like you were spending a good portion of your time and energy trying to figure out how you're going to navigate around it.
Yes. Yeah. And I was doing activities, like I was doing map sessions. I thought I was doing what I needed to do, but things were not shifting. And so then I felt really hopeless. Like, okay,
Right.
this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Why isn't this working?
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
So, what do you think made the difference when you started doing Wired for Wellness? What do you think created more results for you in this program? And then we'd love to hear kind of like how that progressed for you, what it was like.
It was different because the moment that I got into the course and the activities, the exercises, I knew it was different because I had done so many different programs and learned so many different techniques. And I thought these women really know what's up because they have not sampled, but you're using and borrowing from all these different techniques. So it's not just a one size fits all kind of thing. So I started really mainly focusing on like the feathering because I felt like it was so relaxing. It was so just, it felt really good. And I decided to play it with my daughters when I'd lay down in bed with them at night. And they, especially your exercises, Karen, they loved them, like the gratitude exercise, and they call it that thing. Mom, can we do that thing tonight?
Oh, that's awesome.
So it felt like it was more a part of my life. It didn't feel like, okay, mom needs 45 minutes or whatever to go do this away from you or to schedule it out of my day. I felt like I could really integrate it. And then when I did start using it, like I shared this on a call with Tamara, my thoughts just changed. Like instead of thinking, what do I have to do today? And that dread feeling, it really shifted very quickly to what do I get to do? What am I doing this morning? And it was I don't want to say it was easy, but it was such an easy switch to do. And I just feel like a lot of it was because the activities felt good and they made me feel like I was actually shifting things. Having the private chat though, even though I don't use it very much, but just knowing that everybody's there to answer questions, to get support, that was monumental. I couldn't believe that that was part of the program. And then Patty, I'm not going to cry. He is an angel on earth.
Don't you make me cry.
I cannot even describe.
You're crying. Oh my God.
I can't. You were such a godsend. When I had my privates with you, it was a lot of this, but it was just you just know how to fix everything and what to say and how to help me integrate it into my life. Like that was so huge. And I've worked with therapists. I tried hypnotherapy, several sessions to try to get everything under control, and nothing changed until this program for me.
Wow.
Sorry for the tears.
Sorry. Yeah. You're leaking, Kelly. You've heard me say that.
I know.
Well, I love that you're willing to share that level of vulnerability and, just shows how impactful that this has been for you.
Oh, life-changing, and I don't use that term loosely at all. This program changed my life.
Wow. Yeah, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, yeah, on that note.
Yeah, everybody's fanning now, trying not to cry.
Kelly, how are things now in comparison with before you started?
They're night and day difference. Like, I feel like myself again. I feel I'm booking a trip to Boston to see my sister in a month.
Yay!
I know. And we didn't specifically work on anything flight related, but it was just everything is connected. And my brain was just trying to keep me safe. And now it knows I'm okay. So, yeah, like it's just been, I feel like I can do what I want, when I need to now. And I don't have to think about it anymore. So I told Patty, this is nothing that I'm always going to do. These exercises, I'm always going to do this for my body, because just like how I feed myself with the right nutrition, I exercise, you have to take care of your nervous system. So this, I just feel like, is such a gift that I've been given.
I love that comparison. I do think it's like nutrition for your nervous system. And I think that, being honest with ourselves, everyone in the modern world needs to be feeding their nervous system good feels, safety, etc. every day.
The right stuff, all the right stuff.
Totally.
What about your parenting? How has it impacted your parenting? I'm dying to know that.
So it has been, I don't take things as seriously anymore. Like we definitely laugh a lot more than we did. And I haven't told you this, Patty, because it just happened. We were on vacation last week, and we were on the beach, and my daughters were just playing around in the sand. The sun was setting, and I just sat down and I was like, I'm locking all of this in. Like, I am soaking it all in. It just makes me so much more present in my actual life, because that's another thing. I felt like I wasn't present because I was always worried about either a threat or fixing this issue that I felt like I was dealing with. So it really, truly has helped me savor the moments and actually be there during my life too.
Yeah. That's powerful.
Yeah, it was. I haven't told you because it just happened last week. So
all right. Well, I'll let you off with it this time.
Yeah.
I'm sure your family has noticed. Have they said anything about how you seem more present?
They have, especially just not being as anxious about things. And with my daughter, she's 11. The oldest one is 11. Her in particular too, because she knows she has anxiety. She knows that I've dealt with it. And she'll tell me, I don't feel safe right now. I don't feel, I'm worried in this situation. And she's preteen. I'm like, sweetie, your brain's just trying to keep you safe. Let's think of a good memory. And I'm trying to like help her through it. And she's like, Mom, like, just tap along with me. And she's like, Mom, cut it out. But they do realize that it's definitely not the old mom. I don't have the same reactions either.
And that's just going to be more and more impactful as they continue to grow.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know. They should teach this to children. I know.
Yes.
We're working on it, Kelly. We're working on it.
Yeah. It's going to get there. We're confident in that. It's one of our goals. So just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering if you could share or if you have anything else you want to share about kind of what happened in private sessions at all, like before and afters. A lot of people are really curious about what you can accomplish in a private brain rewiring session and how the before and after would be so different from a therapy session or a
Sure.
hypnosis session or an EMDR session,
Yeah.
So I'm sure they'd love to hear your experience.
So I think I think I had many breakthroughs in the first 3 sessions. The
Mhm.
fourth was a huge breakthrough, though. And I know it's because Patty helped me identify the actual trauma that was, or one of them, I should say, that was contributing to why I was feeling trapped, which related to feeling nervous in the car, feeling uncomfortable, which basically led me to feel panicky whenever I felt hot, whenever I felt constricted, anything like that. And it was a memory that I don't even know how it just came up by the universe sent it down, right? Like
Mhm.
I wasn't thinking about this and I didn't even consider it to be traumatic. But somebody basically tried to drown me
Mhm.
when I was around 10, maybe.
Mhm.
So I guess, yeah, somebody trying to kill you is sort of traumatic, but I didn't really
Mhm.
realize that at the time.
Mm.
So realize like I wouldn't have been able to pull that out and to then process through that trauma because I definitely had not dealt with the emotions because I didn't know how. And
Mhm.
so that was the biggest thing was her walking me through how to process these emotions, reconsolidate the memory and make it where something that doesn't even affect me anymore when I think about it. And the fact that I can do that on my own now. Like and go using the process to rewire these memories sort of like when it comes up because that's really what I've been doing lately is I'll have a thought makes me feel bad and then I'm doing that good memory this back and forth. I'm doing it on the fly, which is pretty awesome to not even have to put in headphones, go to a process like I'm doing it. So that was I think a huge shift for me, for sure.
And it sounds like you're starting to become adept at being able to do this for yourself,
Mhm.
which is like a game changer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huge. Yep.
Yay, yay, you.
Yeah. No, it's incredible.
Mm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We love
Yeah.
hearing that because I think that from the very beginning, when we were defining what we wanted this program to be, one of the words that constantly came up was empowering.
Mm,
We didn't want people to feel dependent on us or anything outside themselves
yeah.
to be able to be mentally well and emotionally stable and feel good in their bodies. And so ultimately, the program, yes, it gives you a lot of ways to have hand holding and where we do things for you and with you. But in the end, the goal is for you to learn that and to be able to take those skills into the rest of your life. And if this program for some reason goes away at some point, you still have all that inside and you can still do for yourself what you need to do to feel well, which
Yeah.
makes us feel like our goal is accomplished. We feel like we're doing what we set out to do. It feels wonderful to hear stories like that.
Oh, yeah. That's
Absolutely.
awesome. Well, and you help us realize that it's all in here. We can
Mhm.
do it for ourselves too.
Mhm.
So I think that's great. And you definitely created a program that is empowering. So just know that.
Mhm. I think it's a paradigm shift. You and many other people that come into the program come in feeling like the answer is outside them. The help is in somebody else. They can't do it for themselves. They need someone to save them, etc. And I think part of the one of the biggest healing transformations that occurs for almost all of our clients is that realization that they had the power all along. They just needed somebody to show it to them.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
definitely was in that camp. And
Mm.
even thinking about the problem, I thought it was something that was happening to me, like an
Mhm.
external force. And I was afraid of panic attacks. I was afraid of something triggering me. And I didn't realize that I was in control the whole time and that I still am in control always.
It
So
doesn't
cool.
go away. That's the awesome thing. Like once you've learned this, once the expression, once you've seen it, you can't unsee it,
Yeah.
right? You're never the same again in the best possible way.
Yep. Totally.
Totally. Mhm.
What are you going to do with all this energy that this is liberating, Kelly, that you're not having to navigate around your anxiety all day, every day? What are you going to be doing with all
I
that? What are you
know.
doing with it?
Well, I'm opening a business, another business. So
Mhm.
that's kind of demanding of energy. Yeah, and traveling. We're planning some trips, which are long overdue. So it's been good. Really good.
Yeah. Lots of good things to look forward to, it sounds like.
Yeah, for sure.
Beautiful. Well, is
Awesome.
there anything else you want to share with anybody listening, or did we cover all the bases?
I would just say I understand how confusing it can be when you're looking for help with this or something similar. But it literally is, I've tried them all. I feel like I've tried all the programs, and this is different in the best way. And if they're considering it, just do it. I didn't know you were offering the free week. That's great for people to try
Mhm.
that out, because there's so much support and so much personalized help that
Mhm.
you can't go wrong with this stuff. So I would just encourage people to do it.
Mhm. Awesome. Thank you so much for that plug. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
For anybody who did join late, what she was talking about is we are doing a 7-day free trial type of special offer this week. So you can check out the program, all features of it, including the one-on-one support that Kelly is raving about. You can experience that for yourself and make sure that it feels like what you want and need before you make any kind of commitment. We behind what we do, and we do that normally through our 60-day money back results guarantee, but this is like another guarantee on top of that. You have like 7-day happiness and a 60-day
Mm.
results guarantee if you sign up during the trial. So there really isn't any downside. There's no chance of you having a sunken investment, which I think is what worries a lot of people, scares a lot of people, because most of us have tried many things, like you, Kelly, tried so many things before we found the thing that worked. And as you go along in that process, you get a little gun shy. You start to get a little bit more anxious about trying new things because things didn't work before. And we totally get that. That happened to us too. So that's why we try to make it very clear to you that we are just as invested in your results as you are. So if anybody's interested, feel free to chat, put in the chat trial, and we'll reach out to you. We'll give you some information about that. But thanks for joining us, everybody. And be back next week, as usual, on Wednesday at 2:30 Pacific time. And we will be teaching on a new topic next week. I don't remember what the topic is, but we will we will announce it soon.
People pleasing. People pleasing.
Oh, thank you, Patty. People pleasing. That's such a good one. I know there's so many of you guys out there dealing with that. So I hope you'll join us, and we'll be happy to share our tips and tricks and how we got ourselves out of being people pleasers.
Yes. All right. Well,
All
thanks for
right.
being here, everyone. Thanks, Kelly.
Sure. Thank you guys.
All right.
All right. Bye, everybody.